on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my Super Duty turbo swap that I done on this thing. It works pretty good. I like it, so we'll get into it. Let me get my hood popped and I'll tell you about it. So I did this when I had my stock motor in it, and what I did was I got the 3-inch Super Duty turbos, plenums, from a Super Duty, and then I put the crush washers from Riff Raff in it, and I put a 38R turbo on it, and I think that kind of helped it blow up a little bit. But anyway, what you have to do when you put this on is you have to go back there in the back, and I had to take a bottle jack, and you have all your turbo and turbo pedestal and spider out of the way, and you have to press the firewall up a little bit so that it'll fit in there good. It's kind of tight back in there, but it fits. I also used Super Duty bellowed up pipes on the back, and they bolted right up to the OBS exhaust manifolds. And then I got a Super Duty turbo pedestal in there, and it works good. So what I had to do with the exhaust pipe is I got a Super Duty exhaust flange that bolts up to the turbo, and then I welded it on. I cut the flange off of my OBS down pipe and cut it and welded it to the Super Duty flange to my OBS down pipe. So that's how I got that to work. I had to buy all new flanges and whatnot for this tall mount up. It's kind of tight in there, but nothing rubs. And then I got a Super Duty spider. I got the spider and cleaned that up and plugged some of the holes off that I didn't need, and she's been working good. So I did that, and then with my 38R turbo, and then I drove it around for a while, and then it helped my engine blow up. So then when I blew my engine up, I still wanted to use Super Duty stuff at the time, and so then I bought this KC6673 turbo with the 8.84 exhaust housing on it, and that it made a big difference. I have 205/30cc injectors, and for a daily driver it's really good, but if I were to be towing all the time, I would want the KC63 turbo on it. I think that would help it a bunch. But for just a daily driver driving around truck, it does super good. I also did an intercooler when I did the 38R turbo, so that helped a bunch too. Keeps your EGTs cooler on this OBS. And then I also made my own custom intake pipe. It's just a 4-inch exhaust. Cut it real nice and welded it together, and then you can see I just have another little 4-inch piece of pipe right there, and then just the stock boot right here, and then that is another boot that you'll get from KC Turbos when you order it. But it so driving it, I can get 35 psi out of this turbo when I'm really getting on it, and just cruising around it'll get probably it likes to stay around like 4 psi, just cruising it around town. But then like when I go to get on it, it takes a second to spool up, but once it spools up, it's kind of a little bit bigger turbo than I need for these injectors, so that's why I said it takes a minute for it to spool up. But once it spools up, we're getting it. So it's a fun turbo. I like it. That KC turbo, it does really good on for what I need it to. Eventually I would like to do a T4 kit on this truck. I think it'll help this truck a lot more. And then I would go with Borg-Warren S364 turbo is what I would probably put on this truck. And I've heard a lot of good things about those turbos. I want to make my own T4 setup, so you might be getting some more videos of me making my own T4 setup, but it works the way it is right now and I like it. It's fun. It sounds super good. This KC turbo has a cool sound when you let off the throttle when you're shifting. This is a 5-speed, so when you're shifting, it sounds super cool, and it has a little when I let off of it, so it adds to it. And everybody that I drive around says they love the sound of this turbo. It's a good turbo for sure. I kind of beat the crap out of it and it takes it just fine. So, but a lot of riffraff stuff on this. When I was doing it, this boot, I tore this boot when I had that 38R on it. I went and got all these riffraff boots for it, and you could, I don't know if you could see, but down in there's a riffraff boot, and you can't go wrong with riffraff stuff. So I have all these clamps on everything, not those cheap stock mat clamps where they can strip the threads. So it's pretty bulletproof. I have about 15,000 miles on this setup after redoing my motor, and I've drove it 5,000 miles one way to go pick up a horse for my wife, and it did good, ran good the whole way on this setup, so I'm happy with it. We'll do a little cold start video for you guys and let you hear it on the cold start. As you can see, she fires right up. I'm starting to build octagon exhaust tips. So if you guys are interested in an exhaust tip, let me know and I'll build you one. I'm starting to do that for a job, so it'll be pretty cool. They're gonna be some of the nicest exhaust tips you'll be able to find out there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Remember, get out there and do this stuff to your trucks. Everybody loves seeing a super cool truck running down the road. It's fun to talk about trucks whenever you see somebody. This truck, it gets so many people's attention, and I love talking to people about this truck. So yeah, just get out there and build a cool truck. Everybody loves a cool truck. So we'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.